Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another weekly live stream. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Huge thank you to everyone who've already joined in the chat. We've got 54 people already watching and we've literally just begun, so a huge thank you to each and every single one of you for coming along and checking out the live stream. We've been doing this, I think, for 3 or 4 weeks now, pretty regularly, so let me know if you like this time, if you want to see more streams, less streams, whatever, but pretty much it's just fun to come along and hang out with all of you amazing people in the chat. Some people were saying that I was late. I apologize, I didn't think I was late, I thought I was on time, but I apologize if I was. Linda, here we are. Hi Justin, thank you Linda, and thank you for those awesome custom emoji. They look fantastic. Jaden, hey Justin, hello. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We've got some amazing stuff to talk about today. A few little reveals here and there and a couple of teasers as well. By the way, let us know, or I should say let me know if you caught the live stream that I just did yesterday with Ryan from Jeddah Patrol. I had a lot of fun talking figures with Ryan. I'd like to do that more regularly, make it a thing. That'd be fantastic, so let me know if you want me to do that with Jeddah. We can definitely collab more. I would love to get that going, because we did have an amazing response. Pepperoni asks me to say his name, and I decided to say his name because pepperoni is one of me favourite salamis. So, thank you, sir, for joining in on the stream. Jaden, oh yes, there's a certain grey Jedi we need to talk about. Yes, we do need to talk about. In the title of the video, in fact, we do need to talk about that specific Jedi. A couple of people said, nice shirt. Thank you. It's just a regular old Tommy shirt. Thank you very much. Every time I do these streams, I try to find a more exciting looking shirt, like with a print on it, or with, like, you know, Dragon Ball or Marvel or whatever. But for some reason, every time I do the stream, they're always in the wash. So I do apologize. I'm trying to get some more exciting shirts going. Rodrigo, who is a channel member, thank you very much, Rodrigo. Yes, that would be great. You and Jeddah are great together. Thank you. I love streaming with Jeddah. We have great banter. We've got different perspectives on various different avenues of figure collecting. He collects some statue stuff now, so it's nice and varied. But yeah, I love streaming with Jeddah. Bob Dylan with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Bob Dylan. The co-stream was great. Drop those super chats if you have a question or just to say pepperoni. Yeah. By all means, there are 120 people already watching. If you want to make sure that I absolutely see your question, feel free to do a super chat because it puts it right at the top. Emerson Flores just got Far From Home Spidey from Toys Wonderland. Loving it. He is an amazing figure. In my opinion, one of the very best, if not the best, Spider-Man figures that Hot Toys have done to date. That Tom Holland head sculpt, absolute perfection. And again, huge thank you for the super chat. Lane Kramer with a $5 super chat as well. Super chats are coming in today. Thank you, everyone. The super chats definitely help go towards purchasing new stuff for the channel. But you should do more with Jeddah. Also, I wanted to first hear how you like the look of the Scout Trooper with bike. I was hearing your voice and you're doing oh my. Yeah, we'll see. I didn't actually watch the sideshow video just because I like to reserve judgment for when I get the thing in hand. So I will check it out, but only after I've already got mine. Judging by the fact that they have it, it should be here soon, right? I think so. I think it should be here relatively soon. Noah Mint with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Thanks to you, Az, and Rob, I bought my first Hot Toys, and that figure was Alita. Great choice. Alita is fantastic. One of the best things about Alita is the fact that she's a fully jointed body. So if you go without the outfit, you can put her in insane poses and literally not have to worry about damage to a suit. There's no rubber there. It's awesome. I love that figure. You are going to love it as well. Fantastic choice there. Ignition Prime with a channel membership. Huge thank you to you, sir. Hi, Justin. Joined the members group recently. Love your vids, mate. Thank you very much, Ignition. Yeah, it's a good time to be a channel member. I'm pretty sure there's around 17 early access videos currently live on the channel. 17. That is insane. All of the DC figures from Sideshow, aside from Catwoman, because that just arrived today, they're already live for channel members. The Red Skull, Captain America, and Sideshow Thor that I showed off on last week's live stream, those are also live for channel members. And the Magneto and Cyclops reviews are also live. Plus some Soap Studio stuff, and Prop Replica stuff, and what else? There's the diorama display base, that Batman diorama display base that we spoke about last week as well. So all of that stuff is live for channel members right now. So it's a great time to be a channel member. Michael Black, who is a channel member, was wanting to wait for the Return of the Jedi Scout Troopers by Hot Toys, but these Mando ones look great. Might have to scoop one. Yes, definitely. I am really excited to get my hands on another speeder bike. I don't know why, I already have the Sideshow one. I will try and do a comparison between the two, if anyone wants to see that. The Sideshow one was extremely fragile. Hopefully the Hot Toys one is much more sturdy. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Jaden, yeah, that would be a sweet new reissued 89 Batman, but that new Flash Keaton Batman is going to be crazy. Yeah, I don't know whether or not we're going to get a reissued version of 89 Batman. That's the rumor that I've been told. Or whether or not we're just going to wait it out for a brand new suit from the Flash movie, which I'm excited for both. I would love both, personally. People asking, where's Wanda? Wanda is currently in the backyard. She's in the garden. She's got a nice little house that she lives in during the live streams. But next week, maybe she can make a cameo appearance if everyone would like to see that. Link says, hey Justin, hey Link. Ignition Prime again. I'm an avid Ignition car models collector, so now I'm collecting Hot Toys thanks to you. Thanks to your awesome 4K videos. The quality is mint. Thank you very much. I love hearing that because I put a lot of effort into getting the quality of the videos to where I'm happy with them. So for people like yourself, Ignition, to call that out, thank you very much. I'm definitely happy with the way the quality has improved over the years, and by all means, it's only going to get better and better. Rodrigo, don't worry, I've got the Sideshow one, and I'm also excited for the new bikes. I'm not alone. Rodrigo's right there with me. Excellent. I hope the Hot Toys one is more sturdy, though. Sideshow one was a little bit fragile. Have you gotten shipping notice for your Captain Rex Hot Toy? No, because Captain Rex is not out. So I am not able to get a shipping notice. I also don't order from Sideshow, Lucas. I order from Hong Kong directly. MCB Gaming has a question whether or not I saw Arkham Nightwing. I did, and we will talk about the figures that were shown at the Microcon later in the stream. Don't worry, it's going to happen. It will happen. Conde says, hey Justin, what's your opinion of M&R? I love Ryan's channel, M&R Collects, and also M&R Productions. Does some amazing videos on Star Wars Lego and just Lego in general. So yeah, I love his content. It's awesome. Who do we have here? Rodrigo. Justin's dog. Yes, my dog is named Wanda. For those wondering who is Wanda, my dog is Wanda. Cole Smith. Hey Justin, I'm considering buying the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark III, but it's like 700 Canadian. Is it worth the price? I don't know, because we deal in Australian dollars here, so I don't know if 700 Canadian, how that translates. But anything is worth anything as long as you really want that thing, I think. So if the Mark III is something you absolutely have to have, and price is no object, go for it. You can even save up for it. If it's worth it to you personally, that's all that matters, I think. But then again, I've been known to buy things that are pricey just for the sake of buying those things because I really want them. So, anyway, shall we chat? Shall we look at the Ahsoka that was just revealed by Hot Toys? Let me know if you're ready to start taking a look at some pics from, of course, the single source of truth being the Hot Toys official website. It's where I go to look at my promo pics. For those wondering why there aren't any figure preview videos for Comic Book Iron Man and Ahsoka, those figures are currently on display with Sideshow at their Microcon. So they've been sent to wherever that Microcon is being held, America, someplace, I would imagine. So as soon as they are back in Hong Kong, don't worry, I will be doing figure preview. Everyone wants to see Ahsoka. Let's hit it. Let's take a look at Ahsoka. I will bring up the Hot Toys page. So there are two different flavors for Ahsoka here. There's the regular and there's also the deluxe. We'll take a look at the regular version first and then we'll take a look at the deluxe. Don't worry, we will be taking a look at both. Right, let's bring it up here. So I always take a look at the promo pics for this stuff directly from Hot Toys because they also have information that some other websites don't have, such as the estimated release date in Hong Kong, because a lot of people just go off the Sideshow release date, which is a little bit more of a guesstimate because they don't really know when those pallets are going to arrive from Hong Kong to the US after they've been released in Hong Kong. Lane Kramer with a $2 super chat. Sideshow said Scout Trooper will be shipping soon. Excellent. That is good news for everybody. For some reason, the Hot Toys website is incredibly slow. It might be because they're using this ancient theme with this wooden backdrop thing. I don't exactly know why they are still using that. It is absolutely horrible. Okay, so as soon as it don't worry, as soon as it loads up, we will be taking a look at the website. So while for some reason it is loading, we've got gigabit internet here, but the Hot Toys website is still killing it. Adam Jones, have you seen the Darth Toys Two-Face figure? Not the comic one with the grey-handed face, but the modern one, more similar to the M-Toys one. If so, thoughts compared to the M-Toys one? I've seen a few pictures in passing, but I haven't sat down and actually had a proper look at it. So I will, and we will discuss that potentially later in this stream. Okie dokie! Finally, we have the website loaded, and we have Ahsoka. And I have to say, the pictures for Ahsoka here look absolutely unreal, as for some reason the Hot Toys website is on some sort of weird angle. There we go. Yeah. If you want to know what I think about this Ahsoka, she looks fantastic. That head sculpt alone is worth the price of admission for me. There are a couple of things which I do want to talk about, and that has to do with the fact that it's a DX. Whoops, and for some reason it's gone. For the fact that it's a DX. Now, I personally don't think of this as a DX necessarily, because it doesn't come with anywhere near as many accessories as I would normally count as a DX release. And the fact that you're also getting a deluxe version. So what is that? A DDX? A deluxe DX? I don't know. The naming scheme is weird here, but with that out of the way, the figure itself looks amazing. I love this Ahsoka figure. I think the head sculpt is fantastic. I think the outfit looks awesome. I love the lightsabers, and the posability looks great too. Now, let's talk about the body. It's a seamless body. I like that. I think it works really nicely for this figure. There's no blanket statement here where I think that you should say that every single figure should come with a jointed body with the seams at the shoulders, or they should all be seamless. It's on a case-by-case basis, and I think Hot Toys made the right decision here with Ahsoka. They've gone seamless. You've got fully exposed shoulders. You can see the musculature there. You can see a lot of detail there. The entire figure is now 100% seamless, which in essence is the most realistic way to do it. Look at that shoulder right there. That looks like a real person. That looks fantastic. And you can still get all of the crazy posability. Where people get a little bit annoyed though is that, yes, it could potentially crack over time. That's the biggest complaint that I see for a lot of people. But I don't mean to do this, and I apologize, it's a little bit cliche, but as Vision said in Age of Ultron, something is not beautiful because it lasts. And unfortunately, some of the best things in life don't last forever. So Ahsoka may very well not. It all comes down to how well you treat that rubber, silicone, whatever body. If you treat it well, it'll treat you well. It'll last. But if you're super rough with it and go crazy with the posing, it will potentially die or crack or crease a little bit quicker. I'm going to go super simple with the posing on mine. She's just going to be standing there, probably museum pose, just like Mando, because I think it's a little bit more stoic for Ahsoka. I mean, she is known for flipping around and doing all the Jedi stuff, but you get a lot of attitude out of those moving eyes, so you don't necessarily have to have her in crazy poses. You can do it, but you also don't necessarily have to, which is why I think for Ahsoka the seamless body works really, really well here. A lot of people get confused with, like, the core mission statement for Hot Toys. They think, why can't Hot Toys be more like SH Figuarts? Or why can't Hot Toys be more like a 3.0 release or a Sideshow release? Well, then it would just be one of the releases from those other companies. What makes a Hot Toys release is the realism. And the fact that they choose to do stuff like that and give us the seamless body to make it look the most realistic possible, that's why we love them. So if we're asking them to change that, that's like the very essence of what makes Hot Toys Hot Toys. So I personally am fine with the choice of body. I think the head sculpt looks amazing. That's Rosario Dawson through and through. I love the moving eyes. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that it's a DX. I don't think it necessarily needs to be a DX. Alright, let's take a look at the deluxe. Bob Dylan with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much for that, sir. And yes, Hot Toys is always, and will always be, and has always been, accuracy over articulation. The Hot Toys mission statement is not to give us the most articulated, versatile, posable figure ever. It's to give us the character itself standing on our coffee table or our desk or in our display. That's the mission statement. And that is done by making it as realistic as possible, which is exactly what they did. So I really like Ahsoka. Alright, let's take a look at the deluxe version. I'll read some of the chats out while the website is loading. Hey Justin, live from England, it's 3:15 AM here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was up at 3 AM as well last night watching the Apple keynote, and we will talk about what that means for the channel because I will be getting some new tech very soon. Jaden, such a great figure. Ahsoka looks unreal. Afraid that the skin might get some wear. Might happen, but it's okay. Imagine this figure with the 40th Empire Vader dueling. That'd be an awesome display. Her and Vader dueling, or her and Maul would be awesome as well, or even her and Mando. Optical 20 is in the house. I agree, beautiful figure, but not DX. I think Mando was more DX than this. Yes, it comes down to what do we count as a DX release? And for me personally, this is what makes up a DX release. Either a secondary head sculpt, a secondary figure, a secondary outfit, or all of that stuff, plus an added big accessory, like the speeder bike for Darth Maul, or a throne-style chair, or a huge diorama-style base, and also more accessories than you can count. That's what I consider a DX release. Does Ahsoka fit into that category? No, I don't think so. Just because it has purrs doesn't mean to me that it should be a DX figure. Alita had purrs and she wasn't a DX release, and she had a secondary outfit. So I don't necessarily think that it fits well in the category of being DX, but it's just a naming scheme at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. It still is a fantastic figure, and if you don't count it as DX, which I don't, either way, it's still an awesome release. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at the deluxe version, because the deluxe version comes with different stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say it comes with enough to count it as a DX deluxe super double triple DX deluxe version, which is what Hot Toys are basically saying that it is. So here we have the deluxe version of Ahsoka. She comes with Grogu. She also comes with a diorama display base and a little light thing. Yeah, okay. So this is the doubled super triple deluxe. I think this should have just been the normal release. I don't think it should have been parceled out between a DX and a double D, triple, quadruple DX. I think it should have just been DX20 is Ahsoka, comes with everything. But what I ranted about yesterday in the live stream with Ryan from Jedi Patrol was the fact that, you got to basically pick which display base you want. With the deluxe version, you get the diorama base, which you can see little Grogu sitting on, and Ahsoka's there as well. And it looks fantastic, but I don't want to have to choose between a standard display base with the water effect, which I love, and a diorama base. If this is truly a DX, it should come with both. That's my opinion. It shouldn't have been 2 releases, it should have been 1, and it should have come with both display bases with the double, triple, deluxe version. There shouldn't be a choice factor. You should be able to get the one figure that has everything. But they didn't do that. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to pick up the deluxe and the standard? Probably. And I'll do a side-by-side unboxing, and we'll compare the differences between both sets, if that's what y'all would like to see when it eventually comes out. But here you can see it comes with Grogu, the light, the diorama base, and also a backdrop. There we go. So it's not the craziest DX deluxe set in the world, but it does come with more than the standard. By like a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me know, though, in the chat, what do you think of Ahsoka? Do you like the head sculpt? Do you like the outfit? Do you like the accessories? What do you think about that display base fiasco that I just highlighted? Am I blowing it way out of proportion? Is it even a fiasco? Because the head sculpt, by all means, looks amazing. Does that trump everything for you? I'm curious. Let me know in the chat if the head sculpt is the most important thing to you, or if you'll only buy a figure if it's crazy articulated. I want to get a feel for what y'all think about releases. We need LED. Okay. Let's talk about the lights. So, they couldn't do the LEDs in the sabers because of the seamless body, which I'll understand and I'm perfectly fine with. However, a lot of people, for some reason, do like this LED thing. I've never been a fan of the LEDs in the Hot Toy Sabers. Number one, you've got to switch out the whole arm, then you lose most of the articulation forward and back in the wrist, which is important for a bladed weapon. Also, it doesn't look very good. Then you have the fact that the batteries die very quickly. And the light-up effect isn't all that bright anyway. So to sacrifice all of that realism with the seamless body and sacrifice the articulation for an effect that 95% of the time you won't ever use because it doesn't look good, doesn't function well, and the batteries won't last. I don't care that the LEDs aren't there, to be honest. There are a lot of third-party companies making proper CCFL light-up lightsabers, which look beautiful. Those are the way to go, in my opinion, over Hot Toys doing it, because Hot Toys can't do light-up sabers well. So I'm perfectly, absolutely fine with them not doing LEDs. But yeah, I'm really excited about Ahsoka. Let's have a look what y'all are saying about Ahsoka. Jaden, I might just go for the standard because of the water effect. Even though I'm a sucker for diorama bases, it's going to be a hard choice. It's going to be hard to choose. Yeah, it is going to be really hard. It's a pain. I really wish I didn't have to choose, to be honest. I want both. I want both bases. Give us the option. Because that diorama base is very versatile. We can use it with so many other characters. You can even use it with Mando if you wanted to. It could be another world he's on, collecting a bounty of some kind. But that water effect piece is too awesome not to get. So yeah, I'm going to try and get both. I wish the lamp was at least LED like the Dark World. Loki Optical 20 says, I get you, but then again, I don't think that it's going to be all that important of an accessory, even if it did light up, to be honest. I've never used any of those lamp LED things because they die very quickly. And the lights aren't all that exciting anyway. I mean, it's a lamp after all. So for me, I'm totally fine with it. And Optical also says that the sabers should be LED without the arm, like the Hot Toys BVS Spear. Yes, although I do remember that being overly thick in a certain section to house some button cell batteries. There are some really teeny tiny batteries that third-party companies are using in LED hilts that could work. But I don't know if those are accessible and purchasable in every country. So I think they're a little bit harder to come by and a little bit rarer and potentially they don't last very long. So maybe that's why they aren't doing it. Anyway, I don't really care about the LEDs. If something is painted well enough, it works for me. The light-up effects for me kind of cheapen the whole thing anyway. It kind of makes it more toyetic. And for me, if something is painted to look like it's lit up, I would take that any day of the week over something that actually lights up, because that comes with a whole slew of other issues. The battery scenario, the fact that the batteries also die, plus it doesn't necessarily always look that good. And if you want to wire it up, you got wires everywhere. So I would always prefer something to be painted to look like it's lit up than actually light up. And I know that's probably very divisive, but that's just how I personally feel. Bob Dylan with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. DX used to mean alternative sculpts, magnetically attached, and purrs. Yes, and even with like the DX07, the Luke Skywalker, you got 2 figures. It was a 2-pack. And then with the DX01 Joker, you get an entirely new outfit, so you could create yourself a second figure being the police uniform Joker. So yes, it used to be a lot more spicy, enticing, exciting. A DX figure was something to celebrate. It was something that, you know, everyone was keeping a close eye on, because those DX figures are like the creme de la creme of Hot Toys, if you will, the pièce de résistance. But now, it seems DX is starting to get a little bit less interesting. A good comment from Trash. They should have made Boba a DX instead. Yeah, that 2-pack Boba, that is, in my opinion, a DX. I don't care what they call it. That's a DX. It's pretty much right in the wheelhouse of what used to be considered a DX. You're getting 2 figures. 2 figures. So yeah, it's interesting to me that they've gone this route with the DX. Grogu, everyone's talking about Grogu. I think Grogu looks fine. I don't know why. I'll bring it up again just off screen so I can take a look. A lot of people are saying Grogu's paint job doesn't look good. I thought Grogu looked fine to me. Let me bring up some pictures and I'll just have a quick look off screen here just so I can see what people are talking about. But he looks very similar to the other Grogus that we've already gotten, and I'm fine with those. They looked fantastic. It's a little static dude. I wouldn't say no, though, to a fully posable Grogu in a cloth robe. That'd be great. Maybe they can give us a DX Grogu. And he can come with 2 head sculpts. I don't know. Seems like that's the route they're going down. Yeah, I think he looks fine. YGB, could they have chosen to make it a DX because foam packaging is a lot better for a rubber body? I don't necessarily think so, because Wonder Woman comes in a regular package. So did Hela. She had some seamless elements on the upper torso. So did Shuri. I don't think it's necessarily a huge issue, to be honest, with the foam thing. Grogu looks fine to me. I don't have any issues with Grogu. But yeah, if you don't like Grogu, that's also totally fine. That's up to you. Articulated Grogu, what do you think of that, says Starchild7. What do I think of that? I think I'm all for it. I would love a fully articulated Grogu with a little cloth robe. That'd be fantastic. I would be all about that. Grogu kind of looks like Baby Yoda. Funny that. He definitely does. Big Collector. Is Grogu going to be a figure or piece that Hot Toys or any company can't get 100% right? No, I think they got it 100% right, to be honest. Already, multiple times. I don't have any issues with any of the previous versions of Grogu, especially the life-size one. I love that. He's awesome. Jaden, yeah, I like the Grogu included because it feels like you're getting a quarter of other figures as well. Quarter of other figures. How do you mean, Jaden? Or you're saying it feels like you're getting a quarter of another figure. Then, yeah, I guess so. It's kind of a mini 2-pack. Well, there is a quarter-scale Grogu coming out. There is a quarter-scale Grogu coming out, and I will, of course, be reviewing that when it does eventually release. Shall we quickly talk about some of the reveals at the Microcon? The Microcon. I've never heard of a Microcon before, but I have now. Okie dokie, here we have some reveals from the Microcon, and I will make the window bigger just so we can see everything in the image there. Okay, perfect. let's start off with the first image. So we have the first look at the Bodega Cat suit, Miles in his advanced suit from the game, and you've got Spider-Man the cat in the backpack. I love this genius reuse of the advanced suit from the game. Just pop a hoodie on there. I love this. It's fantastic. I'll 100% be picking this up as soon as it does come out. So yep, I'm all for that. Next up, we do have an image of the Death Watch Mando. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for Death Watch Mando. I'm going to be picking up probably 2 or 3 of these. I don't know why, I just need them. They look awesome. I love the blue color scheme. I love the bigger, wider Boba Fett helmet. It looks fantastic, and I would expect him to be out relatively soon. We do have an image of 6 scale Mando from Season 1. Here is, of course, the speeder bike with Scout Trooper and the child sitting in his little satchel bag. Looks awesome. I can't wait to get that. Tusken Raider, we've seen this already. Check out my figure preview video if you want to know more about what I think about that. Now, here we have an exciting image. We have White Suit Black Widow. We have Taskmaster and comic version of Iron Man. I think Taskmaster and I think Black Widow looks awesome. And Iron Man is actually looking better in this ominous dark lighting setup than he did when he was shown in the promo pics. So, not to say that I've come around on the clear plastic. I absolutely haven't. I still think it's ridiculous. But it looks better here. It looks better here. Taskmaster looks awesome. I cannot wait to see that Black Widow movie. Finally, soon, we're going to be able to see the film. Emerson Flores, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. I get the skates on Miles, but it's a little strange. Yeah, it is. We don't know if that's going to be removable yet because this figure hasn't actually gone up for pre-order. So we'll have to wait and see if that's something that can be switched out for regular feet. I hope it is. If not, I'm still fine with it. I'm still fine with it because we're getting the advanced suit anyway. This is a way of Hot Toys not killing the momentum on the advanced suit, because why wouldn't you just pick up this version then and not get the advanced suit if you're going to get that suit anyway? So it's a good cross-marketing tool. If there's something about this, like the roller skates, that means you have to go ahead and pick up the other one. Here is an image that I want to focus on for just a second. Look at those eyes. So this is 2020 suit Spidey without the eyes lit up. And this is what I was talking about with the sabers. I don't like an effect that is to the detriment of a figure when the lights aren't on. That's this. He looks dead. The eyes are completely off. The LEDs aren't on, as you can see, and he looks dead. He looks like the suit's been turned off. I hate that. I really hate that. That is something that I think Hot Toys really needs to focus on. Their Iron Man figures as well. On the quarter scale ones, they did the swap out pieces for the arc reactor, so it made it look like it was lit up. They should have a faceplate with this guy that has the eyes fully painted so it looks like it's lit up and you don't have to plug in any batteries or wires or anything like that. It's stupid that you should sacrifice the regular look of a Miles figure just for the sake of having a gimmick, which is a light up feature. I don't like it. I don't like it. Anyway, rant over. Let's move on to White Suit Black Widow, who looks awesome. I love this suit. It's a sculpted hair head sculpt, which you all know is my favorite type of hair design for a figure. I love the sculpted hair. This looks awesome. I cannot wait to see the film, and I cannot wait to get that figure. Taskmaster is looking sublime. I love the subtle tease all over his suit. Genius. I love it. It's a really nice design from the film. It's, comic book-ish enough. It's got the skull masks. It's got the hood on. So I really like the way they've done this. I also like the plastic section for the scarf, so it's always sculpted with the right wrinkles in there. Looks awesome. Okay, here we have him. The big reveal for the con. But, there is a but. Remember back to SDCC, I think it was 2018, when Hot Toys and Sideshow unveiled the Batman Arkham Knight Batgirl. And then 2 or 3 years later, she finally went up for pre-order, and she is still not out. So unfortunately, as much as I want to get hype and really excited about Nightwing over here, it could be 2 or 3 years before he eventually goes up for pre-order. I hope that's not the case. I really want this Nightwing. It looks awesome. The suit looks like it's going to be rubbery, so if that's something that upsets you, then this one's going to have that issue. But the head sculpt looks fantastic, and I love that metallic blue on the Nightwing symbol. It looks awesome. But it could be many years before this goes up for pre-order, so I'm hoping it's not the case. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later, but it could be a while. But yes, I am excited for Nightwing. We've got an image of the Dark Trooper looking like a big, hulking, beefy, robotic boy, and he looks awesome. We also have an image of Moff Gideon. The rest of this stuff, by the way, is stuff we've already seen. It's just on display now at this miniature con. And here we go. This is an image of Iron Man that makes him look fantastic. This is the lighting element that we should probably be trying to display him in. But not everyone has this dark, ominous, underlit blue lighting to display their Iron Man in. We have proper lit cabinets, and this is going to not work so well. I like the way this looks here, but that doesn't mean it's going to look as good in our own collections. Bo-Katan looking awesome. Another image of Nightwing. So let's focus on Nightwing. Nightwing, what do you think of Nightwing in the chat? Are you upset that it could be a couple of years before he eventually gets put up for pre-order, and then another year until he gets released? I'm curious, what do you all think in the chat of Nightwing? Is this even your favorite design for Nightwing from the Arkham games? I know that I personally am partial to it. Yes, I really like it, but I'm not a huge fan of the mask that sort of comes down to meet the collar section. I don't know, something about it that just kind of weirds me out. I still love the figure though, by the way, just overall, but that one thing is just sort of weirding me out. It's kind of comic booky, I suppose. But I would love to see a red shield repaint version of this. That'd be awesome as well. And a Tim Drake Robin from the game. Hopefully. Hopefully we get that. Cruziette with a $1.99 super chat. Thank you very much. Which Hot Toys Mando should I get? OG or full Beskar? Well, I personally think you should go for the Beskar, specifically the Deluxe, because of course you get Grogu, who's an important character for the show. So that alone, if that doesn't do it for you, then he comes with more accessories. He comes with the effect pieces, and also it's Beskar. It's beautiful. And then, above and beyond that, you can do some of those upgrade kits out there to give yourself the Season 2 look with the different thigh plate and the knee pad. So you can have a more up-to-date Season 2 Mando, and going into Season 3, this is the outfit he will be wearing. So it'll be the most up-to-date version of Mando you can possibly get. So I think, if it was up to me and I had to make that decision, I would go for Beskar Mando here. Andrew Gabo with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Based on the first picks only, which suit do you like better? So-So Toys or Hot Toys Nightwing? I like the design of the Arkham Knight version of Nightwing better, but I like the So-So Toys figure better, if that makes sense. I like the fact that the head sculpt is super accurate to the actor, and I like the fact that the undersuit is all spandex with the armor over top. So that means we can go crazy with the posing, and it'll work really nicely in a bunch of different displays. You can go for a comic book Nightwing because it's kind of comic booky. You can also put it in the Arkham display if you wanted. Now, the same thing can be said for the Hot Toys one. It looks comic booky enough to go in a couple of different displays, but it does have the drawback of being made of rubber, which they had to do. Obviously, we discussed this earlier in the stream. They had to do it to get the realism on point. The liberties that So-So Toys could take with that suit design are accurate to the show Titans, whereas this one being accurate to the game means they had to go fully rubber. Which looks amazing. It looks awesome. Less segmented, much cleaner suit. But if I just had to pick one between the two right now, also knowing that the So-So Toys Nightwing will be out this year, whereas that guy is not going to be out this year, who knows when it's going to be coming out, I'll be going with the So-So Toys Nightwing. I'll be getting both, obviously, but if I had to pick one, I would go with the So-So Toys Nightwing for now. Okay. Linda says, I've got to say, I like the funky Iron Man more than those creepy Venomized figures. Look, you have a point. The creepy Venomized figures Some are good, some are not so good. So you do have a point when it comes to the Venomized Iron Man and the Venomized Venom Pool thing. I mean, I love that figure, but I understand why people don't. It does look better in that lighting. I will admit, it does look better in that lighting. Chris C with a $5 super chat. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel, Chris. Do you think they might do a Mando with real metal Beskar armor? I'd buy it. No, but I do know of a company that will be remaking all of the Beskar panels from Hot Toys Mando in diecast. And then you'll be able to purchase that set and apply it on. I don't know if they're doing the helmet, but they are doing the armor panels. You'll be able to then apply it onto your Beskar Mando here. So, yes. I don't know about Hot Toys doing it. I don't think they ever will. But I do know of a company that is making it. It hasn't gone up for pre-order yet, but I know it is happening. Linda. Linda is having a conversation with Big Dog Pound about the So-So Toys, Nightwing and Robin. Never Kratz says GTA figures. Yes, for those of you who don't know, some third-party GTA figures have been put up for pre-order, and I will be pre-ordering and I will be reviewing them when they do eventually come out. Joseph R with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. You mentioned it with Jeddah. Odds of the Nightmare Joker. Deathstroke would be amazing as well. Yes. I've been told by the same source that called all of the other releases early and also told me that the Nightmare 2-pack was happening and all this stuff. So they have a very good track record. I was told that Hot Toys will be making Nightmare Joker. But still, take that with a grain of salt. Because I never like to treat rumors as 100% fact. So it could happen, it could not happen. Plans change at the end of the day, right? It could get cancelled, it could get delayed in favor of something else. Maybe it doesn't make it past first prototype stage. I don't know, for whatever reason. I still think it could happen. But if it doesn't, then totally understandable. But yes, I have been told that it is happening. Aris, what do you think of the Mezco 112 series? I love it. I have my little Mezco BVS Batman right here, actually. He's holding his branding tool. Yeah, he's awesome. I love the series. Although, for some reason, they choose these overly stocky, weirdly proportioned bodies, and they kind of look like they're in pajama suits, if you know what I mean. Like, the proportions aren't very human/realistic. I still love the figures, don't get me wrong, but I think other companies are doing cloth figures in 1/12 scale better than Mezco, unfortunately. But I will be reviewing more Mezco stuff soon on the channel. I don't think I've ever done a Mezco review, actually. Interesting. But yes, I will be reviewing Mezco stuff coming soon on the channel. Dearly, hey Justin, I think that is the one thing that SH Figuarts does right. They always make the Iron Man figures look like they're on. Yes, they do, because they don't have a light up effect, which in my opinion is the bane of their existence. They shouldn't have that light up effect. It's not necessary. Who's using the lights? I mean, some people maybe, but just paint it. Jose, Justin, there is SH Figuarts Batman from the Dark Knight. Yes, there is. There absolutely is. There's also a Mafex version, I do believe. There's also a Soap Studios version. Michael, do you prefer Mafex figures to Mezco? I don't know. They're very different styles of figures. I guess Mafex do end up usually being the more accurate design versus Figuarts. I don't know about from Mezco, though. I'll have to get back to you on that. Nicholas, your Beskar Mando's undersuit looks really brown. You modified it? Heck yeah, I did. He's got a brown undersuit now. So the undervest and the suit itself is brown, which I know is a point of debate, but it really shouldn't be, because yeah, that's the accurate color. It's the color it's supposed to be. If you have this Mando, take off his top jacket shirt thing and flip it inside out. You'll be surprised to find that it is brown. it was always meant to be brown, but Hot Toys sprayed this with some sort of grey fabric paint. And you can see all of the overspray when you go about taking the armor off. You can see all the overspray on the Velcro and stuff. All I did was remove that paint. I popped it in some isopropyl alcohol. It took a while. I scrubbed it a little bit, just very gently. You don't want to ruin the fabric. And all of that paint came out. And I was left with a brown suit Mando. And I'm really happy with the end results. And yes, it is accurate. It is supposed to be brown. It's not up for debate. It is brown. And I love the way it turned out. But yes, I did do a custom on me boy right here. The other one that I have, just the regular Beskar Mando, is stock. No modifications. His flight suit is still the grey because Season 1, the lighting was darker, more ominous. It looked greyer, but it still was brown, by the way. LP3 Customs. Any updates on that third-party Titans Nightwing? Are they making Red Hood? I don't know, and I don't know. I hope that it's out soon, because I'm really excited for it, but no updates from me on that side of things. A lot of people are asking for figures, any news on figures. I don't have any news on anything coming out, except for Team Suit Tony, which is supposedly next. So I don't have any other info aside from that, unfortunately. T-Rex Plays, did the sword come with it? No, the sword did not come with it. That came with a third-party armor set that came with different armor. Check out the review on my channel. It's made by Art15 Customs. It came with the Darksaber and also some new armor pieces to give him the Season 2 look. KevBot, 1995. Were you born in 1995? Because I was. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Love the channel. Are you getting into Evangelion, and will you be getting any of the EVAs from 3.0? I don't know, but I have gotten into something else recently that 3.0 do make. And I don't know if... Do you want to know what my latest addiction is? I haven't picked up the 3.0 versions of these characters yet, but I do plan to maybe this week. Maybe. I have a version from another company just sitting here, and the review will be coming out very soon on the channel, but just recently I started watching the Netflix Ultraman series, and I loved it. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed it. So now that I have this version, which is the Dimension Studio cross some other company version, I am thinking about going ahead and picking up the 3.0 version as well, and then giving you a comparison. And yes, I am turning the lights on because this one does have lights. I wish the effect was simulated, but it is not. It is actual lights, so we may as well turn that on. The review for this is coming up very soon on the channel, by the way. But yeah, I'd never heard of or seen Ultraman before until I watched the Netflix series, which I know is a crime. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. And this figure is awesome. He's got die cast. Most of his legs are die cast. He's super heavy. He's really sturdy. And he is 1/6 scale, as you can see next to Mando here. He's a 1/6 scale boy. So this is, yeah, my latest obsession. I will be picking up the 3.0 ones, I think. You'll have to let me know if that's something y'all want to see. But yeah, Ultraman. Who would have thought? Jaden says, oh yes, Ultraman. Oh yes, indeed. Ultraman is now one of my favorite anime shows. I'm loving it. Big Collector. Justin, just curious if Boba Fett is your favorite My favorite Star Wars character, why haven't I cosplayed as him? Yes, he is my favorite Star Wars character, but the suit is very hard to nail in cosplay format. It's also quite expensive, so that's why I haven't done it yet, but by all means, life is relatively long, so I will get around to doing it eventually. Trash. If they are only doing one team suit figure, why not do the most important, Cap, and do the Quantum Tunnel? I don't know. I don't know why they chose to do Tony. Maybe they had every intention to do Cap, and then they just decided last minute to cancel the line and not do that. So that is potentially what happened. I will be picking up multiple Team Suit Tonys though, and doing the ankle mod to get them a little bit taller, and then I will be popping various different head sculpts on there. Hawkeye, who was instrumental. He was the first one to go back in time and test the theory, and it did work. So if anyone was super important, in my opinion, it would be Clint Barton, right? So I'm going to put that spare head sculpt that I've got from Ronin on that body. Who else? Ant-Man as well. He was there. And also, of course, Cap. How could I not? Rodrigo, what is the company that you mentioned that will come up with the Beskar armor in diecast? I can't tell you the name of the company yet because I don't know. I don't know what they're calling themselves. They're a brand new company. They have spoken to me and it is coming. As soon as it goes up for pre-order, I will be speaking about it probably in a live stream though. So I apologize for not being able to give you that information. But yes, it is happening. It's just a matter of how long it takes for them to get through the R&D phase in terms of what type of metal they're making and all that sort of stuff. So we'll have to wait and see. Jaden, yeah, it's a very expensive cosplay. I'm trying to get everything for clean Mando Boba. If you're looking at a price of $500 to $750, but you're looking at a price of $500 to $750, sorry, depending on how serious you want it. Yes, it is a pricey endeavor, and honestly, I don't know if there are, like, honestly, there'll be a bunch of Boba Fetts at any convention I go to, right? Boba's a super popular character. So I don't know if it's necessarily one that I want to go for. My Batman Begins suit, or part of it, has arrived, by the way. So I will be doing a cosplay video on that soon. I just need to get the gauntlets done and the boots, and that's it. Then it's done. So it's almost finished. Almost finished. Linda, Sideshow has a bunch of Hot Toy stuff on their site that never happened. Yes, it is. It is true that they have done that. They've got their coming soon RSVP wish list, whatever the heck they call it. But stuff that has never actually happened, never actually gone up for pre-order, is still on the Sideshow site. And people still, to this day, think that that means it's coming out. It doesn't. It's just stuff that's been shown at cons that never, unfortunately, made it into production, which, yeah, is a darn shame, because some of that stuff is really, really awesome. Like the Cesar Romero Joker, to be honest. Make battle droids already. Yes, make battle droids. Come on now. Y'all know we want them. Battle droids. Bob Dylan with a $5 super chat. Thank you very much. A few people are asking, what are your preferred 1/12 scale manufacturers, and what version of Mando you like best? Well, I'm glad y'all are asking. My favorite 1/12 scale manufacturer is Mafex. They release stuff later than everyone else, but they release the most accurate versions of stuff because it is later. Also, the paint applications are always really nicely done. They're getting better and better. Some of the earlier ones, yes, granted, not that good. But now they're getting better and better and better, especially with the face printing tech. I think the sculpts on the Mafex figures are now better than what we're getting from some Figuarts releases. Because some of those Figuarts releases, they're not looking too hot. So I have to go with Mafex as my favorite 1/12 scale figure manufacturer. I haven't reviewed any yet on the channel, but I will be. Don't worry, I will be. Which Mando do I like best? I like Beskar Mando, and currently the only 1/12 scale high-end Mando I have is the Figuarts one, who has an overly short neck, which is unfortunate, but I will be picking up the Mafex one whenever he does come out. Linda, instead, Hot Toys keeps making older figures and odd ones like Venom Line and numerous troopers, it seems. Yes, but don't worry, now that Shang-Chi is happening, now that the Black Widow movie is coming out, with Loki happening, Falcon and Winter Soldier, maybe even Mortal Kombat, we'll have to wait and see. Now that entertainment is starting to come back in, get back into the swing of things, I think that they'll pick up and, new stuff will start to be actual new stuff. Don't forget they release almost one figure a week for the year, so that's 56 releases. That's a lot of figures. There is a lot of diversity that you can have in there between movie stuff, TV stuff, video game stuff. They've got a pretty wide array of stuff to be able to choose from, especially now that they're going deeper with the Arkham line. Whew, the possibilities are endless, especially on Batman suits. The Batman Inc. suit, I would love to see that. I would love to see the 1970s suit from Arkham City. There are so many possibilities. Shang-Chi would be great. Yes, Shang-Chi would be great, and then I could kit bash a Jung from Kim's Convenience, which completely ridiculous to have to want to do that, but I don't care. I love the show, so I would definitely do that. I'm a huge fan of Kim's Convenience, so yes, I would kit bash a Jung. I wish they'd release Yellow Jacket. Damn. Yes, Rey Skywalker, I wish they would release Yellow Jacket as well. It's a darn shame. Rodrigo, Mortal Kombat, do you... Mortal Kombat, do you figure that it has actual chance to become Hot Toys if the movie is good? I don't think it has to do with the movie. It just has to do with whether or not Howard Chan likes Mortal Kombat. So we'll see. If he likes the film, then we'll see. Encino with a $3 super chat. Thank you so very much, Encino, for supporting the channel. You are awesome. Aris, hey Justin, what is your favorite? Oh, sorry, I've already answered that question. Oh, sorry. 1/12 scale figures with soft goods. Okay, so we're going a little bit more direct. I think so far I'm really enjoying Soap Studios. I'm really liking their figures. The reviews are shot and live for channel members. They will be coming out soon on the channel. Buddy, they should do Zemo with the head sculpt and the purple mask. Oh my goodness. Yes, they should. I really want a Zemo. He has stolen the show for me. I love Zemo. Every minute he's on screen is awesome. He's got so much on-screen charisma. He's hilarious, but also very menacing at the same time. So I would love I would love a Zemo figure. Hopefully they do. Revolt, SSR Batman, hush, please, I beg of you, please. You don't need to beg, I will be reviewing it when it comes out, do not worry. Forzy, I would be so down for a Scorpion and Sub-Zero figure. I don't actually know much about Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the old stuff, I haven't played the games that much, you know, maybe in passing here or there. But I am going tonight to see Mortal Kombat. I'm going to an advanced screening tonight. It actually comes out tomorrow, but I'm going to see it tonight, and I'm really excited. Steph, Mrs. Collection, and I are both going, so hopefully it's enjoyable. Linda, Zemo would be great. Maybe if we get the Dark Avengers. Ooh, yes, maybe. Jaden, I bet a third party will do Zemo and John Walker 100% if Hot Toys don't do it, like the Vision. Oh, yes. I'd put money on that, to be honest. Not necessarily on John Walker, but probably on Zemo, because the outfit's super easy, right? It's just an outfit with a big honkin' fur coat, which, by the way, looks awesome. I think that Zemo... Yeah, Zemo is much more possible than John Walker, but by all means, both would be great. Richard with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so very much, Richard. You are awesome. Hey, Justin. Love your channel. I want to get a Hot Toys Captain America. Which one would you get? Endgame Cap or the 2012 version they're releasing? This is a very tricky one. A lot of people don't really like the 2012 suit, but I do. I really like that. It's very classic. It's from, you know, an iconic film now. Being, of course, Avengers, the first Avengers film. So I think that if you really like that suit, then yeah, go for it. It's a fantastic choice. I mean, it's a really punchy, vibrant suit, very comic book inspired in the look and the color scheme. But I love that Endgame Cap. I love Endgame Cap. He has the best body proportions out of the actual movie suited caps that I've seen. The head sculpt is second to none. The accessories are great. So I think that if I had to pick, I would go for Endgame Cap. If I had to pick between the two. As much as I love 2012 Cap, I would pick Endgame Cap. And if you can, get both. But hopefully that does help. Richard, let me know which one you decide to pick up in a future live stream. Big Collector, what's all the beef with the Homeland figures? Yes, there are like 1,000,001 Homelander figures. It's going to be like the red suited Joker. I will be picking up all of them. I'll be doing a bunch of Homelander reviews on the channel. I don't necessarily know if I'm all that excited about doing that yet. We'll have to wait and see when they all eventually come out. But yes, there are 100,000,001 Homelander figures coming out on the channel. I love 2012 Cap suit. This is Linda. I have the original Cap and have PO'd the Endgame version along with the Endgame Cap. That's awesome. You are going for all the caps, which is a great way to do it. S-Beam, who is a channel member. Thank you very much, S-Beam. Hey, Justin. I will try to get you finished product pics of Robert Meyer Burnett when it's done. So he's making an RMB figure. That is awesome. I would love to see that. You just have to get a hold of me so I know where to send it if you would like one. Yes, if you want to shoot me a message on either Instagram or on Facebook, or if you go to the About tab on my YouTube channel, there is an email that's used for business inquiries. Feel free to shoot me an email as well. I would love to see one in person. An RMB figure would be awesome. One day, I hope that someone makes a Justin figure as well, and we can give it a weird third-party name like The YouTuber, or something like that. What is your favorite Hot Toys Star Wars 6-scale figure that is coming out? Says Noah. I like that question. The one that I'm most excited for is probably... It's really hard to pick, but it's probably Boba Fett, right? I love Boba Fett. He's my favorite Star Wars character. I know it's a cop-out. I'm sorry. But yes, Boba Fett. Rodrigo, sorry, what was the brand of the Ultraman you showed? It looked awesome. Yes, the brand of Ultraman here is Dimension Studio. Dimension Studio, it's a collab with another company, but I'm pretty sure Dimension Studio is like the main head company behind this guy. It's a little bit more anime stylized with like the super thin waist, but he kind of looked like that in the show. I think the 301s look a little bit more realistic than this guy, but this guy has a ton of diecast in him. He's really heavy. Justin, should I get a shirt that says Livestream? Says Big Collector. You can do that if that's something you would like to do. I will be trying to get. It sounds ridiculous because it's my own merch, but I will be ordering some of my own merch very soon. I will pin one to the chat that I will be trying to get for the next stream. I don't know how quick the shipping is, but this one is the one that I think I'm most proud of. So that is the 6-scale network 1.0 body. It's a 1/6 scale wireframe body. And yeah, it's on a shirt. So I'm going to try and get that for the next stream, depending on how quick the shipping is from Teespring. So take a look at, if you haven't already, and you like the channel, take a look at the merch. There's a pretty extensive line. More is coming. So definitely stay tuned for more merch. There's always more merch drops, but there is a ton of merch on the channel that is available for purchase whenever. There's mugs, there's posters, there's die-cut stickers. So yeah, let me know what you think of the merch, actually. What do we have here? Do you like the quarter-scale NECA Batman Returns Catwoman, says Emilio. Oh yes, I love Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. I may pick up all of the quarter-scale NECA figures from the Tim Burton verse at some point. We will see. Wyatt. Hey Justin, what characters should Hot Toys make from The Mandalorian, or Falcon and Winter Soldier, or WandaVision, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, or any live-action Disney Plus show or Clone Wars / Rebels figure? I think, Wyatt, they should make them all. I think that there is a market for every type of version of those characters from all of those shows, so I would love to see all of them. Cop-out answer, I know, but it's true. I'm all in on all of those lines. So yes, all of them. Kay. Hey Justin, any news on Hot Toys Spider-Verse Miles? Just like I said a little bit earlier in the stream, Kay, I don't have any news on anything. The only stuff that I know is what it says on Hot Toys' official website, which is the release date that is tentative. So if you want to know when anything is coming out, just check the Hot Toys website. It's hottoys.com.hk. Hayabusa. Justin, have you seen any of the DC animated movies? I have, and some of them I really like. I'm excited for Long Halloween. I'm quite excited for that. Spudicus, who is a channel member, huge thank you to you, Spudicus. Hey Justin, it's been a while since I've been able to catch a live stream. Quick question. Which Hot Toys Aquaman would you recommend, Justice League or solo movie Aquaman? They're both great. I love both of them. But now, having seen Zack Snyder's Justice League in its true format, the vision that was intended, I am now more partial to the darker tones of the Justice League version. Plus, you can pose the heck out of that thing. It's got split joints at the shoulders, which means you can move the arms independently of the body, no creasing. You've got a cut at the torso that's really nicely hidden. It's a good all-around package. Plus, the head sculpt is great. So, I would go for the Justice League version. HT_collector, seems like your space is running out again. Space is always running out, but don't worry. There's more to be found. There's always more to be found. Aris Ate. Hey Justin, do you own Soap Studios 1/12 scale Ra's al Ghul and Bruce Wayne 2-pack? I don't, but maybe one day I'll pick it up. I don't know. Maybe one day. Jaden, are you guys still planning to do a Hot Toys doc? It will be such a good one with the history and why people collect. Oh yes, a Hot Toys documentary. That would be awesome. I'm all for it. If RMB and Az want to get that done, as soon as we can travel to Hong Kong, I'm all for it. I'll go to Hong Kong and I'll film a documentary any day of the week, just to spend more time in Hong Kong looking at Hot Toys. Linda, Justin always finds a way to fit everything he wants. Justin always does find a way. By the way, if anyone was here last week for the live stream and we were talking about those diorama style bases, I picked up one. So I have one just off camera here. I will grab it. It is a heavy boy, but I've picked up my first diorama base and the review is already live for channel members. So if you want to see early access stuff, check out the channel members link. It's right next to the subscribe button. It's the join icon. But yes, here is the first of the diorama bases. It's awesome. I really, really like it. I'm all in on these bases. I've picked up all of them that we looked at on the stream. I'm a little bit like that. If I find something that I really like, I go all in, which I've now done. So I picked up all of the diorama bases, and yeah, this one is the first one that arrived, and I love it. I cannot wait to display my Batman figures atop this diorama base. Yes, the review is coming for everyone else very soon, but for channel members, it is already live. Bob Dylan, Ryan Kirkwood is here. Ryan Kirkwood. So we filming a documentary then? Heck yeah we are, Ryan. When I come over to Hong Kong, we are filming that documentary, and if Robert Meyer Burnett wants to come on down as well, then more the merrier. I would love to do that. Let's show Ryan some love in the chat, because without Ryan, those figure preview videos that people enjoy wouldn't even be possible. So huge thank you to Ryan for all of the amazing work he does for the channel. Jaden, shh, keep the bases as a secret. Lol, joking. It looks so amazing though. Can't wait for mine. Yeah, they have been a secret for a long time now. I, for some reason, hadn't even seen them, but yeah, I hope that people clue on, because those bases are awesome. Rodrigo, what company does the diorama bases? Rodrigo, you're a channel member, so you actually have access to the early access video, which has the link directly to it. So go and check out the review for that, Rodrigo. You can see it now. It's already live for you because you're a channel member, and the link is there. So you can go ahead and pick it up right from the video description. It's Toys Box. Yes, thank you, Bob Dylan. It is Toys Box. Hey Justin, did you get the Todd McFarlane's Kickstarter Spawn? No, I didn't. I only have a few McFarlane 6-inch, 7-inch stuff. Some of it is in here, My Hero Academia figures. So I do have some, but I'm not a huge McFarlane collector, so no, I didn't pick up that Spawn. Thoughts on the new classic Iron Man with the clear parts? Hirsch, if you want to go back and watch last week's stream, we covered it quite extensively. We went through it in a lot of detail, and what I'm going to be pairing it with, which is the Sideshow comic book figures, which, by the way, I have them and I love them. We may as well take a look at Thor here, because Thor was one that I was really excited about. So the comic book version of Thor, the review is once again already live for channel members. And yeah, I really like this Thor. I didn't know if I was going to love it or hate it, because it does have Arnie vibes. The head sculpt is very Arnold Schwarzenegger. But yeah, this is a comic book version of Thor that I can confidently display alongside my comic book version of Iron Man and War Machine when they eventually come out. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. Let me know what you think about the comic book versions of these various figures. But yes, those reviews are already live for channel members. Marquez Daniel with a $3 super chat. Thank you very much. Will you be getting the SSR Hush Batman? Oh yes, you can count on it. I am so excited for that Hush Batman. it's going to replace the Sideshow Batman for me in my comic book Justice League display. And it's going on this. It has to. The SSR Hush Batman is going on this display base. He's going to be posed up on there with his leg up, just like from that iconic comic book panel. I had to do it. Honestly, I'm counting down the seconds until that thing comes out. I've never been more excited for a comic-based figure than I am right now for that Hush Batman. Single songwriter. Hey, Justin's collection. What's your favorite figure you have in the X-Wing suit? Oh, sorry. What is that? I just had favorite figure on the mind because people always ask me that. What is that figure you have in the X-Wing suit next to the 1-to-1 scale helmet? That is the Sideshow Red 5 Luke Skywalker in the X-Wing suit, but I have the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker head sculpt on it. So yes. Chris C, we need a comic book version of Hulk. Heck yeah, we do. That'd be fantastic. With like a tattered shirt that he has on his upper torso, on his shoulders there. That'd be awesome. Jaden, would you consider making a Discord for channel and private FB members as an extra perk? Maybe host a voice party every month or so in there where people can talk and show off new toys. I'm probably going to stick with the Facebook group, because if anyone has any questions for me or anything, then they can ask me directly there, or they can post in the group. It's pretty accessible, but I will be doing more regular members-only live streams, and then if other members want to come on and video chat with me, then I'm perfectly happy to do that as well, but it'll be members only. But yes, I'm just trying to get through the backlog of stuff to review, and then I will establish a regular interval at which I can do those members-only live streams. But yes, more perks are coming. Aris, I think Toys Box has a 1/12 scale Batman diorama base, just like the one you have just shown. Yes, they have a 1/12 scale version of that gargoyle display base as well. Leo, any thoughts on Gambit 1/6 scale So-So toys compared to the Sideshow one? Right now, at this very moment, there are two things, or maybe three, that bother me about each of them. First of all, the Sideshow one looks good, but I think the So-So Toys head sculpt looks better. I think the Sideshow one is a great option. So-So Toys sculpt looks better, but I like the coat better on the Sideshow one because it's a fabric coat. It's not pleather. So that means you should be able to pose it without having to worry about damaging the elbows when he's throwing his cards and doing all his X-Men stuff. You don't have to worry about it. Also, I like the sculpt of the torso. It's a little bit more accurate on the Sideshow one versus the So-So one. But then again, the So-So one comes with some great accessories. It's a give and take with these sort of things. I will be picking up both and I will be comparing both on the channel, so stay tuned for that. Jaden says, sounds good, love the Facebook group, people are super cool. Yes, all the channel members, I am blessed because all of you are awesome. Webs Love 1122 with a $5 super chat. Thank you so very much for supporting the channel. Hey Justin, have you seen Fire Toys' new Joker in McDonald's gear? I have. I think it looks hilarious. I mean, I'm partial to my McDonald's. Maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know. It's a weird, goofy thing. There have been these McDonald's versions of Joker in the past. It's a very wacky, out there type of thing, and maybe I'll review it on the channel. Just maybe. Maybe. Wyatt, hey Justin, do you think Hot Toys could make some Cobra Kai figures or Karate Kid figures, since they would be perfect, since they know karate and Hot Toys are superposable? Some are superposable, yes, but I don't think so. It's more likely that a third-party company will pick up the license for Cobra Kai and then go that way. But we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see that, but who knows? Does anyone remember when the Hot Toys Iron Patriot Mark II was revealed? Any guesses on when it will be released? No need to guess. I will tell you what the Hot Toys website says specifically about the figure. One moment while I find it. The website is very old. I don't know exactly why they haven't updated it, but Iron Patriot. Let's have a look. I'll tell you exactly what the Hot Toys website says. Dearly, hey Justin, when will the next collection tour be? Please, tomorrow! It won't be tomorrow. I don't exactly know when I will be doing my next collection tour, because not much has changed since the last collection tour, actually. We are 1 hour and 15 minutes into the live stream, ladies and gentlemen, so there will be 15 more minutes to go, and then we will be wrapping up until next week. But don't worry, there is, of course, a whole heap of content coming. Okay, so, according to Hot Toys' own website, Avengers Endgame Iron Patriot should already be out, Q4 2020 to Q1 2021. But, by all means, it may have been delayed because of COVID and because of Chinese New Year. It should have already been released. Linda, it's been delayed, got an email from Sideshow last week. Yes, Linda, but don't forget, those Sideshow emails don't necessarily mean anything about the Hong Kong release. Because stuff like Batman Beyond, which people have been getting emails saying it's been delayed from Sideshow, it's already released by Hot Toys. IG-11 was delayed by Sideshow, it's already been released by Hot Toys. So there's not necessarily a correlation. A lot of people freak out that the Sideshow ones are being delayed, but that's just that shipment to the US, which was already later anyway. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the figure itself in Hong Kong is being delayed. So always keep that in mind when it comes to Hot Toys versus Sideshow. Those emails don't necessarily mean anything about the Hong Kong release. 5B Axel 123. Have you watched Zack Snyder's Justice League? Heck yeah, I have, and I loved it. It was awesome. How could I not have? I really did enjoy Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okie dokie. Hey Justin. Comments are whizzing by. Justin, what is the best site to buy Hot Toys that delivers to any country? Toys Wonderland delivers to any country, so check them out. S-Beam. Still waiting on 7 figures from Sideshow. Have 2 coming from Toys Wonderland next week, though. That's super exciting. I love when I have figures that are, like, technically it's like a pile of loot thing, right? Like with Big Bad Toy Store, when they all come in at once. It's Christmas all over again, any time of the year. Yes, that's super exciting. S-Beam, hopefully you get some amazing figures in that order there. Jaden, I keep looking at that Mando. My friend ordered his in December and is supposed to be getting him today, hopefully for him. I can't wait to see his reaction when he shows it off to me. A great figure. Yeah, he's a beauty. This Mando is potentially one of my favorite figures in the entire collection. I love this figure. Dearly, hey Justine. First of all, it is Justin, not Justine. Do you think that Sideshow Batman figure will be better than the Iron Man Hot Toys? What? I mean, one is a Batman and one is an Iron Man, and there's a lot of Iron Man figures out there, so I don't know, I guess. Weird question there, Dearly. Single songwriter. Hi, Justin's collection. Do you think Sideshow will be maybe holding back some Star Wars figures so that they can have them in stock for their May the 4th and the Sith Monday celebration? It could be. It could be possible. We will see. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some good announcements, though, but not from Sideshow. What happened last time was that the Disney website actually had the Hot Toys reveals on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Disney and Hot Toys are collabing directly and that we see more info coming out on May the 4th from Disney and Hot Toys directly. Rodrigo just ordered Darth Vader quarter scale special edition from Toys Wonderland. Hopefully arrives as fast as usual. I think you did a review on that figure. Congratulations to you, sir, because you just bought yourself the best figure version of Darth Vader in existence. It literally is so accurate that sometimes it looks like a real person standing there in the display. That is how much I love that figure. Of course, I still have it. I love it. It's awesome. You are going to be over the moon with that release. Congrats to you. That is fantastic. Forzy, how much do you recommend the Spider-Man Spider-Armor Mark IV? I'm getting tired of waiting on Sideshow. Might just pick it up from Toys Wonderland. Yeah, it's great. I love the Spider-Armor Mark IV. It's very classic. It's got this metallic sheen about it. It can pose. It's awesome. If you're getting impatient, just go for it. Just go for it. Bob Dylan with the $5 super chat. Could you please remind us where you got that Darksaber and custom Season 2 Beskar Mando look? I will pop the video link in the chat for everyone so that y'all can see. There we go. Because yes, there is a video already live on the channel, and huge thank you for the super chat, Bob Dylan, and thank you for reminding me to share that info. There you are. For anyone wondering about the Season 2 look for Mando here with the Darksaber, that is the video to check out. Okie dokie then. S-Beam, one of the figures from Toys Wonderland is Civil War Black Panther. I'm super excited. Oh, you should be. He is awesome. You are going to love Civil War Black Panther. That is a great choice. Congrats to you, S.Beam. Jaden, flying into California in a week and going to the place, a place called Frankensons. I've been to Frankensons. I didn't think it was all that exciting, to be honest. It was a few years ago, but maybe it has changed. Maybe it has gotten better now. But back when I went, I didn't really find it all that hype. I will try and go again when we can travel again, because right now Australians can't actually leave the country. We're locked into Australia. So, yeah, unfortunately I can't head to the States. I wish I could, but we cannot, unfortunately. Linda, I have the Civil War Black Panther. He is a great figure. He is a great figure. You know what I really hope that Sideshow do next in this comic book line? I hope we get a comic book version of Black Panther. Just in a, like, regular synthetic material, like, stretchy, spandexy type material with some outfit print over it. I would love to see that. Hopefully they do that eventually, or even just an all-black one. I don't know. It'll be fantastic if they're able to do this line, you know, in its entirety. More comic book figures. Rodrigo, you can come over to New Zealand. Yes, we can come over to New Zealand, although we technically can't because all of the flights are sold out. All of the flights are sold out. Unfortunate. Jaden, I'll send photos to the Facebook group if I see any good finds when I go. Yes, that would be awesome. Send some pics to the channel members Facebook group, and we will have a look at what is available at Frankensons. Campbell, I got the Mezco Sovereign Knight Batman. That's awesome. He is a great 1/12 scale Batman. Great choice there. Luis, hey Justin, what do you think about the new Hot Toys Batman Dark Knight? I'm thinking on pre-ordering it. I don't have any Batman figures. Check out my figure preview video for that figure. If somebody wants to put the link in the chat there to the figure preview video for the DX19, I have it. Already live on the channel. Ha! You thought I was going to say I have the figure. No, the video is already live on the channel. Yes, I will be reviewing it when it comes out. Obviously, I have the Armory Batman thanks to Bob Dylan. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited. Hey Justin, how much time does Toys Wonderland take to deliver items? It depends where you are in the world. It depends on the customs clearance. It depends on the postage you choose. There are so many factors, Yusuf. So I can't unequivocally say which version of the postage service, and it's impossible to know. It's impossible to know. It'll take however long it takes is usually what I like to say on these things. Hey Justin, did you PO the 5th Form cooler from SH Figure Arts? I didn't pre-order it, but I do buy all of the Dragon Ball Figure Arts releases, and I will review that when it comes out. I didn't pre-order it, but I will be purchasing it as soon as it's released. I do the same thing with Transformers Masterpiece figures. I order them usually off eBay. It's a little bit more expensive, but that means I'm guaranteed to get them as soon as they come out. And I only buy, like, they only release like 2 or 3 a year anyway, so they're a little bit more expensive, but there's less to buy per year, so it kind of evens out. Yusuf for Life, I'm from Guatemala. BTW, love your videos. May I see Captain America's shield? I wish I could show you, but they're downstairs, unfortunately, and they're back in their boxes because they are massive items. I didn't have room to display them. I'm waiting for just the classic red, white, and blue shield to arrive because I do have that one coming, and I'll probably have it in this collection studio somewhere. Luis, I missed the whole stream, but I just want to ask, have you checked the Prime 1 Studio My Hero Academia statue, and will you do a review on other anime figure franchises? I did check the statue. Me and my sister, or I should say my sister and I, checked it. We love it. She is saving up her pocket money to order it. She absolutely has to have it. I would love to have it too, but I don't have room for it, so it's better to go to someone with space, and she does have space. So she will potentially be picking that up. And yes, I will be reviewing, of course, this Ultraman. So that is an anime figure review coming live to the channel. Also, the My Hero Academia Figma releases, they've all already been released for channel members on the channel already. The Dragon Ball figures, whenever they come out, will be reviewed. So yes, there is more stuff coming. Fawzi, any news on your modu cases? I got mine in recently. They're dope. That is awesome. I'm still planning it out with the owner of modu case. So we've got a first initial design, but we are still working on it. When I have a final render, don't worry, I will show you in whichever weekly live stream we're on. When that render is done, I will show you, I promise. Jaden, I will say you made me a Toys Wonderland fan over Sideshow. That payment plan system on there is so much more superior. I always check the site every day to see if there's anything new. Yeah, a lot of people are finding that if you pre-order through Toys Wonderland, the prices are pretty much on par with Sideshow. The shipping is pricey for the US, yes. But the US isn't the only country in the world. To Australia, it's fine. I think it's fine. It's $100 to ship from Sideshow to us. It's about that for Toys Wonderland as well. So don't forget, there are other countries in the world aside from the US, and it might be expensive for you, but it's not necessarily expensive for everyone, because some people do complain about the shipping price, but it's coming from Hong Kong. It's coming from the other side of the planet, literally. And the payment plan system, I've never used the payment plan system, but I've heard it's fantastic. So that's great. You can portion the payments out over 12 months, and you can make them as small or as big as you want. That's awesome. I love the fact that people are discovering how flexible a payment system can be, and also the fact that Toys Wonderland gets stuff early. And the prices, especially on Star Wars stuff, can be really good. It's not necessarily always the case that it's more expensive to go with Toys Wonderland over Sideshow. Jaden says, basically getting that present Toys Indie for $80 because of all that sign-up credit from Toys Wonderland. Oh, that is awesome. I really cannot wait for that present Toys Indiana Jones. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited. Obese Venusaur, I love that name. Justin, now that the bubble is open, will you be coming to New Zealand? I don't know. I usually travel for business reasons, like a convention or like a new toy store opening, like the new store in Hong Kong, Echo Base, is open. I would love to go and cover that. Because technically it's a tax write-off, right? Because the YouTube channel is its own business, in a way, so it can be claimed on tax. Whereas if I'm just traveling to New Zealand, it would just be for fun, which is still great, but I like to combo my traveling with my business endeavors. So I won't be coming to New Zealand just yet, but maybe in the future, who knows? I'm hoping that the travel bubble opens up with Hong Kong, which is the plan. Currently, they are working out the details on that. Yes, we do have 3 minutes left in the stream, says Big Collector. The streams are an hour and a half long, so yes, we will have 3 minutes left. If there's anything, if anyone's just joined the stream, feel free to scroll on back through. There was some awesome stuff that we discussed, including DX Ahsoka, including Nightwing, and a whole bunch more awesome stuff. Crimix, how do you get so much money for your figures? I work full-time, and I don't have any other crazy vices. Like, I don't do gaming PCs, I don't do drugs, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't really, I don't really see the issue there. My expendable income that I do have, I spend on figures, which I like to do. That's a nice tax write-off, lol. Yes, Jaden, it is a nice tax write-off. Yusuf, what do you recommend? Superman, Justice League, or Captain America? I don't like those type of questions. If you want to ask me which Captain America I do prefer, or which Superman I think is best, I can go for that. But then we're just getting into, if you're asking between Superman and Cap, then we're getting into DC versus Marvel, Cap versus Superman. Too difficult. Pick your favorite character. Job done. Darth Tabernac. Hey, Justin. Do you know the difference between the Teddy Snow Captain America shield and the no-brand regular one from Toys Wonderland website? I don't know. Although I will say the shields that I reviewed are not no-brand, but for legal reasons I couldn't tell you the brand, and I couldn't show you the box, and I couldn't show you what it came with. But it was a great unboxing experience, I'm just going to say that. Luis, if you can choose any DC character for the Sideshow figures, what one would you choose and what accessories? Great question. For the Sideshow line, and this will be the last question on the stream, by the way, unless anyone has any burning super chats just sitting there ready to go. I would probably go with the Robin, to be honest. I would go with the Robin to go along with the Batman. Boring. I know. I'm so sorry. It's a boring answer to your question. But I think that I would have to go with a Robin. To go with the Batman and to go with the rest of the league, or even a Batgirl. Give us the Bat family. That would be awesome. But this is the end of the stream, everyone. I wanted to say a huge thank you to every single one of you for coming along, for watching, for super chatting. You all are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Check out Justin's Collection Plus if you want to see early access reviews like this guy. The review's been live for channel members for like a week now, so definitely check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.